Clear blue skies, cold air, and green views that have not yet been taken over by the winter white. Gulmarg can be quite a serene sight during the autumn. And in today's episode, Gulmarg forms the backdrop, and we're putting the spotlight on the car right here, the Mercedes-Benz EQE. You're watching HT Auto. I'm Shubhadeep Chakravarti, and we'll be telling you everything that you need to know about this new all-electric model. So stay tuned. The EQE on paper is quite a large SUV. In fact, the dimensions on your screen prove that it has quite a large size on the outside. But to the naked eye, its visual presence isn't exactly dominating. And that's partly because of how this car has been styled. Not styled for much muscular appeal and instead for some svelte character lines all around. Very modern, slightly minimalist, and very cutting edge as well. The EQE borrows several elements from its fellow electric models from the Mercedes camp, like for example the closed front black grille, the LED headlight units at the front, some chrome treatments towards the bottom, and a slew of cameras and sensors and radars to help its ADAS credential. Over at the side, the EQE stands on 20-inch alloy wheels, gets a side step towards the bottom of the door. Interestingly, it's illuminated. You also get flush door handles, large windows, the EQE badge next to the ORVM, and a roofline that slightly swoops down towards the end. Over at the rear, the LED treatment for the tail light continues, and there is also that now very familiar stretched LED light bar on the trunk. The blue shade that you see on this particular car is only one of as many as 9 body color options that you can get the EQE in. Personally though, I think Mercedes has reserved a bulk of feature additions and highlights on the inside of this car. So come, let's take a closer look at what the EQE offers on the inside. At the risk of repeating, I will say this once again, that Mercedes electric cars aren't designed to be very flashy on the outside, but Mercedes goes over and beyond and then some more in ensuring that the cabin is very, very cutting edge and very, very opulent and luxurious. Take this for example. The cover of the center console is done in a nice wood finish with tri-star design elements all around it. You open it, there are plenty of storage options here. You get cup holders, you get 2 Type-C charging options, you also get support for wireless phone charging. You get controls for this vehicle on the center console as well, and a gorgeous display here at the front. Now, we've seen this in other new age Mercedes cars as well, but I can still not contain my excitement at this hyperscreen that new age Mercedes cars are getting. Everything is just so nicely laid out here. The maps look gorgeous, the controls look gorgeous, and everything is well within the reach of the driver. And if you're on the passenger seat, you can also have a own dedicated screen for yourself. Look up, there is a huge panoramic sunroof that this car comes with, more storage under the center console, and wherever your eyes go, the fit, finish, and quality is typically luxurious, typically Mercedes. EQE also comes with multi-zone climate control, an air purification system with HEPA filters, and the unique highlight is that the sound system comes with Dolby Atmos technology, which combined with this really large screen at the front makes the EQE quite the theater on wheels. You want even more? The EQE also comes with multiple massage functionalities, but unfortunately the massage functionalities are only restricted once again to the driver and the front passenger seat. It's a little unfortunate that if I'm on the back seat, I can't really make use of the massage, which can be very, very essential on long journeys. Now, on the topic of the back seats, there is quite a lot of space for passengers at the back. The flat floor bed means that the person in the middle of the back seat can also be relatively comfortable. Legroom, headroom, and shoulder space is quite adequate, in fact generous, but the under thigh support is lacking a little bit and can be felt by passengers on long journeys. The EQE ticks many right boxes as far as its exterior design elements are concerned, and even more right boxes as far as cabin feature space are concerned. But how is it in its most essential function, which is on the move? So come, let's find out. The EQE has an audacious amount of power and torque that ought to hold it in great stead on long straight stretches. That it is silent is obviously obvious. But here in the beautiful yet narrow roads around Gulmarg though, we weren't able to fully floor the EV for its performance credentials. Even still, the EQE has tailor-made Mercedes quality, like a very well engineered steering that allows for precise turns around twisties. The transmission unit works like magic, and the suspension setup is a charm, going over everything that came our way. In fact, the ground clearance is quite deceptive, because while visually there may not be much, there was no underbody scraping at any point during our test time. Having this under bonnet cam obviously helped negate big rocks and stones too. Another fluent setup is the one pedal technology. Slip the regen to its strongest and the EQE was effortless to drive on downward stretches between Gulmarg and Srinagar. And while our drive wasn't the longest, the 90.56 kWh battery pack inside gave enough confidence to know that far-flung charge points too were well within reach. The EQE packs in quite a lot, and some of its biggest strengths are in its large battery and therefore large range, as well as cabin features. On the flip side though, it isn't the flashiest of luxury electric cars and carries quite a hefty price tag. What do you make of the Mercedes-Benz EQE? Now that's the real question. Do let us know, and also let us know what you thought about our review. In this episode of HT Auto, that's all the time we have. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, drive safe, stay safe.